He just glanced at the formula on the blackboard, and easily solved the professor's difficult problem. But he didn't know it was the world's most challenging formula. Only a handful of people worldwide could solve it. It seems MIT has produced another genius, yet he was just an unknown janitor. The professor intended to use this method to recruit gifted students. Whoever solved it would gain both fame and fortune. But all the students looked at each other in silence. No one came forward to claim credit. The professor had to issue another challenge. On the hallway blackboard was a super difficult problem that took them 2 years to solve. But in an instant, the janitor started writing on the board. The professor was furious, thinking he was vandalizing it, ready to have him prosecuted. Will, upon being discovered, immediately fled, not forgetting to politely greet the professor. However, the professor never dreamed. The correct answer appeared on the blackboard. The problem that had troubled MIT professors for 2 whole years was solved in minutes by a janitor. The professor suddenly realized that young man was exactly the genius he needed. But Will's talent went far beyond that. God gave him a photographic memory. He could memorize any book after just one reading. Yet he used his gift working at construction sites. His troubled childhood led to his rebellious personality. Just seeing the bullies who once tormented him on the street, he rushed over to teach them a lesson. Fighting was a regular part of his life. But this time, an enraged Will dealt a heavy blow to a police officer. He paid the price for this. The court would charge him with assault next week. But Will didn't care at all, because he already had a plan. That night, he and his good friends went to a Harvard bar to unwind. His friend Chuck spotted his target as soon as he entered. He pretended to be a top history student, successfully chatting up 2 Harvard girls, but was exposed by a real top student. He used knowledge from books to discuss theoretical viewpoints with Chuck, and the imposter naturally found himself in an awkward situation. Will, watching from the side, didn't just stand by. With his knowledge from just one reading, he accurately identified the opponent as a first-year graduate student, and laid out their entire 2-year curriculum, expressing his own views without missing a single point. The opponent, trying to save face, immediately rejected Will's viewpoint. But this was exactly what Will had planned, and what happened next would change his life forever.